Once again, Alibaba is down. It's down 0.88%. You can see it dropped from a high of 73.60 all the way to $72. Again, it doesn't matter if there are good news because there will always be bad news, negative news that overshadows the good news. Let's take a look at the 6 months chart. We just see it go up from a low of $66 all the way to $75, and now we're slowly going back down, probably trying to fill this gap. Most of the gaps, actually all the gaps to the downside have been filled. You can see once it hits 73, it's going back down. People were celebrating all last week, saying it was the bottom, that there's not going to be any more red days, and I just knew it always happens. It goes up for a couple of days, and then the normal schedule resumes where it's red, gaps down, gaps down. Let's take a look at the news here. China market collapse resumes as government fails to put brakes on stockdom. Promises of government support helped lift the markets a little last week, and the Hang Seng made a notable 4.2 recovery. On Monday, the news of Evergrande's eventual demise, having been a zombie stock for several years, may have already been priced into the market as the response from investors was muted. Some believe that a ban on short selling announced on the weekend may have slowed the selling on Monday, but it resumed with gusto on Tuesday. The short selling ban was instigated by China's Securities Regulatory Commission, halting the lending of shares to traders who take bearish positions on stocks whose prices lose value. I am so tired of being in these stocks. It doesn't matter if Alibaba is undervalued, oversold, has a low PE ratio. None of that matters. It's never about fundamentals. It's all about political risk in China. Have you seen Nvidia? You know how people are saying, don't buy Nvidia because it's overvalued and the price is so high? Well, guess what? It's going higher. Let me just show you right now. Look at the price. Oof, 634. And if we take a look at a daily charts, we can see that the RSI, it's at 80. It's extremely overbought. But guess what? It can continue this way for a long time. Just imagine if we had bought here, even at 300, people were saying it's overvalued. 400, 500, 600, and guess what? When it reaches 700, people are still going to say it's overvalued and buy Alibaba and Chinese stocks. And it will continue. Nvidia and these tech stocks will continue to make 52 weeks high, while Chinese stocks will continue to make 52 weeks low. Obviously, I cannot get into Nvidia because I don't have the capital. I lost almost everything in these Chinese stocks. I lost money back in 2021, rebuilt, got into Chinese stocks, and now I'm back to nothing again. I thought, like most people, that Chinese stocks were going to make a comeback this year, just because the last 3 years were bearish. Yep, that's not the case. It's going to be another four. It's going to be another year of it being down again. Look, this pump right here, this small pump, to get people in so it can dump, and it will continue to dump to probably fill this gap. And just because the company moved their earnings closer sooner doesn't mean it's bullish. There are some really delusional people out there. They will say whatever it takes for them to feel better. And honestly, I'm just stuck. I don't know what to do. I'm holding a huge bag, and every day my losses are getting bigger and bigger. And most of the losses are from call options, buying calls. And I told myself, whenever I make these videos, do not hold, do not swing calls because they will be down. If you bought yesterday, even for 3 months out, you are down. You can only day trade options with these Chinese stocks. It's so sad. It's very sad because we honestly missed out on a lot of these gains on US stocks. And they're still making gains in 2024 while Chinese stocks are in the red. Let me know your thoughts. Did you buy more Alibaba or did you already get rid of this junk?